I'm Adrian Hill, Technology Manager at Morris Lubricants, and today we're talking about heritage steam locomotives. We're at Riley Sons in Bury, Manchester, in their workshop. So there's a bit of noise going on in the background. And I'm joined today by Colin Green, one of the directors, and our brand ambassador, Guy Martin. So we're on the footplate, I believe this is called.
This is the footplate of a LMS Black 5,
okay.
45407. So this is one of the engines that we operate with your lubricants.
Excellent.
The whole wide range of lubricants.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Many of them.
Yeah. So how do we look? I mean, obviously this is all the, you know, the intricate sort of piloting gear for one, or driving gear for want of a better description.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously this needs to be maintained as other parts of the loco do. So talk us through a bit of that, Colin, if you can.
Yeah. So what we've just done now, we've just completed a bit of a overhaul of all the boiler fittings, so they've all been overhauled, reseat cut, new spindles, new packings, all the copper pipework's been off, been checked over for cracks, polished up and then annealed and then all refitted back on.
Well, go on, who's done all this then? There's some work going on in here.
Yeah, so this has been pretty well turned around and put together in a week. So the painters painted all the backhead again by hand.
Yeah.
And then young Alistair, he's done all the copper pipework. He's took all the copper pipework off, assessed it, inspected it, cleaned it all up, and then annealed it, and then cleaned it all up again. Two-stage attack.
Wow.
And then both Ian, the MD, and Alistair have put it all back together this last week. So it's all gone back together in a week.
That's incredible.
Basically takes a day to put the pipework on, a day to do the fittings, and a day to do the cladding.
Wow. And how often would that be done, Colin?
It was all off this time last year.
Yeah.
We had the boiler out and did a major overhaul on the
got
boiler.
you.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
because we've done some temporary work on the backhead. So we've gone into that and just to double check that.
Right, okay.
And the paintwork needed retouching up.
Yeah.
So to get to that, all that cladding, you've got to take everything off.
Yeah, yeah, brilliant. But again, another example of bringing young people through and being capable of this kind of
Alistair's
engineering excellence, yeah?
first year apprentice, and that's the
Yeah.
kind of level of work he's doing. He's doing really well.
That's brilliant. Great to give people opportunities, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what we can see down here, just behind Guy, down behind Guy here, this is the steam brake lubricator.
Okay, yeah.
So because we've got steam going down to the cylinders,
Go on.
we have that thick oil going down.
Yeah.
So that thick oil then needs to go down, so we have to use the 1000 grade. So that's a daily thing that we top up. We've talked about all the different stuff during the day, what we top up. So that's the 1000. In this pot here, this is where the 220s would go, and these two wicks would feed that down.
Go on.
And then your grease on top of the reverser. Go on, wind it into back gear. Give it a bit of anti-clockwise.
There we go. We're going backwards.
Go on. So you put it into back gear.
Yeah.
So when we talked about the cylinders before, we talked about the percentage of cut-off. So this is how we alter that cut-off. And you can see there's grease nipples on here. So there's various grease nipples around the engine. There's some down on the rocking gear down below. It's all over. The lubrications, there's a vast amount of lubrication. And then all the lubrication pots we store actually under the fireman's seat. So we have the feeders in the top and we have the jugs underneath.
Excellent.
And we have to carry enough oil for the day.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We have to work that out for the day.
So you'll be maintaining these where you've got to top up during the day if it's a long day?
If it's a long day, some of these pots will get topped up second time round, yeah.
Well, greasing's not done on such a regular basis.
No, that's every 7 days or every 28 days, yeah.
So I imagine it gets quite hot in here.
Yeah, so behind me now there'd be the fire.
Yeah.
And obviously that's what boils the water, produces the steam.
Yeah.
And then you asked about some of the controls, Guy. So this is the regulator. This is what we open to get the steam down to the boiler.
Regulator,
yeah. The water would be in these two glasses here that are not fitted currently. It tells us the water level.
Oh, between here and here,
there's a big glass tube in here and a protector to protect it for pressure.
Yeah.
These are the steam valves that put the water from the tender across into the boiler. So as you take the steam off, obviously the steam goes through the boiler down to the cylinders and goes out the chimney. It's a total loss system, that. So the steam is going to come down, the water level is going to come down as you use steam off the boiler.
Yeah.
So we have the steam injectors. So you've got a water valve on the tender, takes the water off the tender. So there's like 4,500 gallons of water.
Oh, is that what you carry?
That's what we carry.
Would that be enough for a day's steaming then?
No, you need to top that up several times. Yeah, yeah. I was sort of like the Fort William line. We go out to Fort William, top up, then come back.
Yeah.
So we top that once a day. But if you're on a run up and down the country, you'll stop circa every 60, 70 miles and top that up. So it's
4,000 litres at a time?
4,000 gallon.
4,000 gallons?
You don't use all that. We have to have a contingency. And 9 tonnes of coal. But again, we don't necessarily use all that. Depends on...
How many tonnes of coal?
9. Well, that again depends on the duty of the engine.
Would 9 tonnes
do
of
your
coal...
day.
Right, okay.
That does your day. But it depends on your length of your train, your speed you're running, and how the railway is, whether it's up or down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So back to the engine. So this is, we put the water in there. That's the steam heat to keep the passengers warm using that gauge there.
Okay.
The top gauge is the main boiler pressure gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These gauges over here, we went down to the cylinders. This tells us how much steam's in the cylinders, the
Right.
steam chest pressure gauge. So some of these valves you've got here, this is the valve that operates a steam-driven compressor. And again, in the steam-driven compressor, we use both your oils.
Right, okay.
We use the steam oil on the steam side of the steam-driven compressor,
Yes, yep.
and the lube oil on the air side.
Excellent, that's the
And then we
220,
have,
yeah.
that's the 220. We have special filters that take it out to make sure that doesn't get into the air system.
Right,
because we
of
don't want
course.
that to happen. And then that's the vacuum brake gauge for when we've got the traditional Mark 1s or vacuum brake trains. We can operate air brake trains as well, so modern sort of brake trains.
Right.
And then that tells us how much air's in the braking system. This tells us where the brake pipe and the train pipe is. That's the red and the yellow pipes you see on the front.
Brilliant.
God, that's a lot of knowledge, boy. Hey.
And we've got the brake valve here. This is the combined vacuum and steam brake.
Go on.
So if we put that across to one, the vacuum brake will be dropped. So your vacuum will be dropping, and combined the steam brake puts the steam brake on the locomotive. So that's the engine and the tender combined.
Yep.
So we've got different
And
braking
that's
systems
putting
Right,
the brakes
depending,
on
yeah.
through vacuum.
through vacuum
Yeah.
and automatic doing that. If we were driving a modern air brake train, that would be operating itself, and we'd be using this brake valve.
And that's positive pressure.
And this is air brakes, yeah.
Right.
So that you pull that round and that operates your air brakes, and then as you apply the brakes, there's a valve down here called a DV2 that detects the brake pressure drop and applies the vacuum brake as well. So it's air over vacuum. This is a sander, so again, if we're on greasy or slippery rails,
Okay, yeah.
we put that to you, that's going to inject sand down onto the driving wheels to stop any wheel slip. Yeah, and then if we're going backwards, that's the reverse side.
Ah, I see, yeah. I
Yeah.
saw the two.
The two nozzles going down behind the wheel.
Yeah.
On top of that, then we've got signalling systems. So we have AWS and TPWS. So this is all advanced warning systems. This is back in Steam days, this one. But this is quite a modern one. This is, well, I say modern 20
TPWS.
euros.
What's that?
Train protection warning system.
Right.
So that tells us if we're going into a station too fast, it'll put the brakes on, protect from terminus station. It also protects against going through signals. If your approach control too
Oh, is that
fast.
an automated system?
All
then?
automated,
Is
yeah.
it?
That's
Yeah, so
amazing.
the system just puts it all on automatically. And then as you're driving along, you get a red or a yellow, you get a bell or a horn. So if you've got a red or a yellow, you get a bell, a horn,
Yeah.
and then the driver has to press that to acknowledge it. Once he presses that, that sunflower goes from black to yellow. If then we're driving again and it's a green, it'll stay black and we'll just get a bell. Just get a bell up there. So you actually can see the signals and hear them as well. We also have to have OTMR, which is black box data recorder, and everything we just talked about, from the regulator to the reverser to any of the brakes, the signalling system is all recorded, and the speedo is all recorded on the data recorder.
So you've got electronic sensors everywhere
Yep.
doing this.
That's
wow.
controlling all that all the time.
Is that
That's
right?
amazing.
Nowhere to hide then.
Nope.
Right.
And that's all because of the railway regulation. In case of an incident, we can go
course.
back and recover all that.
Yeah, yeah.
We all have to conform to the same railway group standards as what all the modern trains do, because we're on a network rail.
That's incredible. And how many locos are running on mainline now? Do you know roughly?
Oh,
or-
I don't know. Off the top of my head, there's probably about 30, something
Yeah,
like that.
okay. So
30
it's a reasonable
steamers.
number.
30
Yeah, yeah.
steamers on the
Yeah,
main
on
line.
by
Right,
different
okay.
organisations.
Yeah, crikey.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Amazing.
Extremely intricate.
Yeah.
But well explained. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That's
Clearly done. So yeah, so we appear on the footplate as Morris lubricants in all, in the various valve gears as well. So
Yep. Even
Brilliant.
down to the fire roll doors, we put steam oil in the fire roll doors.
do you really?
Yeah, there's little holes in the top up here that we put it in, and on all the linkage and on the runners, because any other oil just go too thin.
It's just going to be too
So we
thin.
use
absolutely.
1,000 on that,
Hangs around.
and it hangs around and lubricates the doors.
Perfect. That's fascinating. Brilliant. What do you think, Guy? Fancy a go?
I say I wouldn't know where to start. I maybe would. I can maybe get the fire going, right? hey, you left me with it for a day. I'd work it out. I might not
We'd
do
have
it any
you-
favours, but I would work it out. But that's a lot. There's a
We'd
lot.
have you
to
driving
know.
about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Easy.
There you go.
Easy.
You've got to wait half a day to build
but
the
once the
heat
engine
up
were ready,
gradually.
And we've oiled it up, we'd have you driving about 10 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah,
There's an offer.
Maybe.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Excellent. Well, thank you, Colin.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Guy. So if you'd like to see any more content like this, visit the Morris Lubricants website or our YouTube channel.